And we are live.
Woo!
So very cool. All right, everybody, we are live. It's me and Winanda today, our friend and fellow coach,
Hello.
Alcine. Yeah, she couldn't make it. Alcine couldn't make it. But we've got Winanda here and myself, and we are just super excited about being live with you guys because as many people know, we have been like moving and grooving with the Becoming Superhuman Summit. That's all we
Yes.
talk about. We eat, sleep, and drink.
And
Nothing but the summit.
for a good
Like
reason, though. For a good reason.
crazy. It's a good reason. It's a great cause. We need this more than ever. And Wananda, before we announce the winner of the Becoming Superhuman Summit,
Mhm.
I had a thought this morning because, you and I both have our own podcast. So we have a lot of great guests that come on our podcast, doctors, nutritionists, like people who know what they're talking about.
Yeah,
And I love their passion for helping others to get healthy and strong and vibrant and energetic, right?
absolutely.
To
Yeah.
get people back into that passion and that light. And I had a thought this morning, and I was like, oh my goodness. I said, all these great people that we get to work with on the normal basis from all around the world who are all trying to help people get back on track, health, with their health and their fitness, mind, body, and soul. What if one day everyone's just healthy and happy? We will have to find new jobs. And
That
that's
would
a
be
great
amazing.
thing, right? That's crazy. So I was like, oh my gosh, that's a great thought. So there's no
Yeah.
more people to help because everybody's healthy and happy. So you know what? That's okay with me. I have a ton of things that I love doing. I love to bake. I love to do face painting and makeup, and I love all kinds of really cool stuff. So I was like, you know what? If everybody's healthy and happy, that's amazing. That gives me time to do other
That would
things to
be
work on,
great.
right? How crazy would that be?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It would be crazy though. I actually have been thinking about that as well, but then I got to the conclusion like there's always someone that could need help. So I'm like, we could just help each
Right.
other out like that, and
That's true.
it doesn't matter any area of your life, whether it's finances, relationship, like there's
Yes.
always stuff going on. So
There's
even
always
though
something.
people always can be happy or healthy, um, there's always something new that we can learn
Always
to
room
help
for
each other with.
improvement.
Exactly.
Yes, we
Yes.
excel. We always move to that next level. It's almost like because I love thinking about it on, with athletes and Olympic stars, they might start out as, getting the bronze medal and then they move up to silver and they move to gold. There's always that room to progress, and
Even
even when
just
they get to gold, what's the
yeah,
next thing that they can accomplish?
they're going to break their own records to just keep on
Yes,
improving.
break your own record. I love that. So you're
Yeah.
exactly right. So it's a good thought. These are good things to be thinking about. Well, everybody's excited about the winner. So you ready, Wananda? You ready to
Yes,
announce
I'm excited.
it?
Yeah, I'm looking
Okay,
at
so
you.
we do have a
Yes.
winner, and we want to let Kate Winter know that she has won the ticket. Kate Winter, Cayte Winter. She, I believe she's a friend and associate of Alcine, Alcine is one of our coaches who are going to be on the summit this weekend. So Kate, congratulations!
Congratulations. Woohoo. I cannot wait to see you.
Yes. So we'll be messaging Kate here pretty soon. She'll be able to. Okay, so you know what? Let's just do it like game show style. Winanda, tell her what she won. Winanda, do you want to tell
Oh
Kate
my
what she
God.
won?
Oh my God, I'm so not good at this. Okay, what do you want? Okay, the ticket. The Becoming Superhuman ticket includes, of course, a 2-hour summit with the 5 coaches, with Rebekah, with LC, with me, a couples coach, a mindfulness coach, and of course, a 4-hour extra symposium with doctors, specialists, other coaches who are going to teach you everything about healthy living and just living your best life. Not just that, there is more. We have a lot to give away. Actually, I think we're even crazy for doing that, for doing the things that we're
It's a
doing.
lot.
It's
It
a
is a
lot.
lot. Yeah, because I
I
mean, we put it together. I think it's we estimated close to $2,000 worth of bonuses, information, training classes, like
Free
over almost two
coaching
grand.
sessions,
Yeah,
t-shirts, just gift cards, Christmas presents, just
yeah, it's a lot going
it's
on.
it's a lot. I cannot even sum everything up. It's just so much, but it's
It's so much.
all
Yeah.
great.
The
Yeah.
cool thing about this, Wananda, is that I loved how like we have over 16 coaches, trainers, doctors, like from all over the world, from Australia, from Canada, from the US, from Spain. We've got all these amazing people coming together, these top leaders and experts in one spot, and they're all giving something to this event. And
It's
so it's
amazing.
like, whoa. And so I had actually just posted this morning, that we're doing, Christmas is in December, it's all about Christmas. And they got the 25 days of Christmas counting down to day 25. And I said, oh my gosh, we're the same thing with becoming superhuman. We've got 16 coaches. And after this event, they're going to have access to 16 days worth of training because we're going
Yeah,
to be sending out a training event every day. So it's pretty cool how people can access this, stream on demand, take it with them, friends, family, share it with people. And like I was telling Dr. Forrest Sauer in the podcast interview we had with him the other day, he's going to be one of the coaches as well that comes on to this event. And
yeah,
I was like, man, I would really love this to go global. Bring your friends, family, bring everyone. Like you were saying,
yeah,
Winanda, everyone has room to improve. And what a great platform, what a great space to do that. In your own living
exactly.
room, streaming live on this Saturday, or later on in the privacy of your own home, and you can just take your time and go through these like meditation sessions, go through these nutrition sessions. Like we've got one doctor coming on who's going to be talking about how to fight cancer with food. That to
Yeah,
me
it's
is interesting.
amazing. Yeah. I mean, that alone, that knowledge is worth the ticket, I would say.
Same.
I mean, I
Yes,
would pay for that. Yeah, definitely, for just seeing
absolutely.
that.
So people who are like going to want to lose weight, they're stuck, they're struggling. They want to learn how to manage stress. They want to learn how to age backwards. They want to learn how
How
to
to
love their
love you.
body again,
Yeah,
how
that's
to
what I'm
love
going to talk
yourself.
about.
Yes, Wananda,
Yes,
Wananda.
you have to be with me.
Yeah, so
I'm
they have the
sorry.
chat come out. We're making this available to everybody around the world. And those of you who cannot make the live, just go ahead, grab a seat anyway, because you're going to want to access all of this information afterwards. And this is only
Yeah,
season one. We've got
this
big
is season
plans.
one. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we're
have
already
more
working on
steps.
season two. Right.
We shall we tell about those? Shall we tell a little bit about
Yes,
it?
do it, Wananda, do it.
Yeah. Okay. So next year we are planning on doing it over here. Well, I live on the Canary Islands. It's we are already looking at places, hotels where we could accommodate all of you and just create amazing yoga sessions, mindfulness, just everything to have this 3 or 4 or 5. I don't even know how long we are going to do it, but still we are planning on it to create this amazing event in person instead of just us talking
Yes.
through a screen. We can really be together and get to know each other a little bit better during that time, during that weekend. And
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
absolutely.
really excited about it.
Yeah, we're going to do it 3 days minimum, if not more. But
Yeah,
definitely, we're hoping and crossing our fingers that the restrictions are, like diminished by then. We're planning around September, I'm thinking, of next year. So hopefully by then we will have, access to your country, because right now, as Americans, I don't believe we're allowed in right now. So
no,
cross your
and I think
fingers.
in Europe anyway, it's really yeah, a difficult time. But we will
Yes.
see. Hopefully, I mean, a lot can change. Who knew that last year we will be in this situation? So
Yeah.
who know where we are next year?
That's exactly right. And I think that
Yeah,
we can just hope for the best. I always hope for the best. I always
yeah,
do. But it's easy for me to do that because I am one of those people I've experienced, the bottom of the barrel kind of low of the lows. And so I've learned like, okay, if I can survive that, I can survive anything. And I feel like, man, it's like anything can, like you said, anything can happen. And I always envision something great happening. And I love that old adage where they say, I think it's Bob Proctor who says it the most, but don't just expect a great day, go and make it a great day. And
I
so
love that.
I feel that with our lives, like in general, don't just expect a great life, actually go make it happen. And
Make it
that's
happen.
why I
It would
love,
even
yeah,
be better than when you are expecting something. Like, yeah,
yeah,
the last couple of years for me personally, I've done things I would never do. I've seen places that I would never see. It's crazy, but that all happened. I've even met people. I met you. I've met people that I would normally never meet. because I made it happen. I made the choice to actually do something about it, to actually create my own life instead of just waiting for things to happen and just go with the flow a little bit in my life. I'm creating it, and it's amazing. And like I said, I've
Yeah.
done things that I never thought would even be possible, that I would
Isn't it
even be
amazing?
doing. Like even doing this, like I never thought that I would be going live, um,
Right.
and doing this summit. It's it's crazy, but in
It's
the
mind
end,
blowing. Yeah.
I made it happen. I did it myself. I made that
Yes.
choice, and everybody else can do it too. And I really mean it when somebody, oh, what you just said, like if you can overcome that, then I can handle anything. Or if I can do it, then anybody else can do it. And I know a lot of people are saying that, but I want you to think about what it truly means. Because I always heard people say that, oh, if I can do it, you can do it too. And then I always thought, like, yeah, that's nice for you to say. You've already, done it. But it truly is like that. Like we survived our worst days. The days that we thought were, that we are going to die and that we would never recover from that. We did.
Mm.
So really, truly, you can do anything and you can overcome anything, and you just have to
Yeah.
make it happen.
Absolutely. I love it. I love talking about this stuff because for me personally, like I did a podcast interview the other day. I was on Kelly Lumpsha's podcast, she is one of our coaches, a part of this event this weekend. We've got everybody coming. But on Kelly's podcast, she was interviewing me and we were talking about my story and how far I've come. And it just hit me. I was like, oh my God, I was this poor little 19-year-old pregnant mom. And I was completely clueless. I didn't know. I didn't have a plan. I didn't have a goal. I didn't have a dream. I was in survival mode. And
Yeah,
it took me so long to finally like see the fruits of my labor. And I think a lot of people are in that situation where they're just in survival mode and that's all they know. They
especially
can
this
only
year, I
make it.
think.
Yeah, especially this year. And it's like it's that's all they know, that they've been stuck there for so long. I know how that feels. And it's like, dude, am I ever going to get out of this? Am I ever going to see a better day? And so just to make it through that moment, or just to make it through that day, is a struggle sometimes.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
I just that's why I love being able to work with people like you, Ananda, and everybody who's on this summit. That's why I love doing my podcast, but because I feel like my story can reach people right where they are, and they can hopefully resonate and relate to my story and see that even though I wasn't perfect and I made mistakes and I messed up and I was broken at times, that I was able to continue to push through and to move forward and really rely on my friends, my family, and God to really help me get to the next level and to break through the sadness, break through the brokenness, and learn how to heal, learn how to get better, learn how to really take control of my health, of my mind, of my thoughts, and to really take control of my destiny. And to
Yeah,
me, that makes me excited. When I start talking about destiny and vision and creating the lifestyle I truly want, that might sound a really cliche to other people, but not to me, because ever since I was a kid, I knew I wanted something bigger and better. I wanted something that a lot of people don't get to taste or even reach, or even dream of. I think a lot of
yeah,
people stop dreaming at a certain age, but I've never stopped. And I
yeah,
think that's really another reason why I stay young and youthful, just like I talked to you about on your podcast too,
yeah,
is because I've never stopped dreaming. I never let go of that vision that I had for myself. And I knew deep inside that I was meant for more. And I
yeah,
didn't want to stop getting there. Didn't want to ever stop, no matter what life threw at me. Divorce, brokenness, brokenheartedness, poverty. It didn't matter. I was like, man, I might have been sad in that moment, but I was not going to give up. And I think we talked
yeah,
about that too the other day about giving up. We're
yeah,
just not made to give up. We can't.
yeah. No, we have to push through, and we have to just take it step by step and make the right decision at that time for you, what feels right for you to do. You don't have to look at the bigger picture. If you are really down and you don't see your way out, don't think about the bigger picture. Just think what you can do right now for yourself
Mm,
to make it a little bit better. And a thing that I want to say about dreaming and following your dreams is that I moved to another country. I moved from the Netherlands to the Canary Islands. It's it's paradise over here, and a lot of people are jealous of me because I live here. But I'm like, but I made the decision. It
Mm,
was scary and it hasn't been easy, absolutely not. But I did it. I made that choice. And a lot of other people told me, yeah, I've talked about it, or I thought about it as well, but then the kids came, or I had a steady job. And I'm like,
mm,
yeah, but why should that hold you back to really do what you love?
right.
I mean, you have it, you may not know how at the time, how it all will work out, but if you just take it step by step, just do the next
Right.
right thing. Like they say, you're frozen, do the next right thing.
My daughter would
uh,
love that reference.
I love Frozen. I'm 25, but I love Frozen.
Oh my
But
God.
it's really it is the truth. Like, you just have to do the right next thing to make your life a little bit
Yeah.
better. Yeah.
I always like to do that because it's like, I always tell myself what's the worst that could happen, because it's like, okay, if you really start thinking about it, if someone really wanted to do what you did and move to a whole new country or do what I did, I moved to a whole new country as well. I was in Raleigh and now I'm in Scotland. And I could have listened to all the people out there saying, Rebekah, don't do it. It's
You're
scary out
crazy.
there. You're crazy. You're going to die. COVID's all around you. And I'm like, whatever. I did not listen to fear. I didn't listen to doubt. Yeah, of course, like you said, it's a little bit scary, but I'm not going to
Yeah.
listen to that part of it. I would rather face my fears and see what happens, see what's on the other side. So I always say, what's the worst that can happen? If I move to
Yeah.
Scotland, the worst that could happen, I just move back to the States if I don't like it or whatever,
Exactly.
you know. And so I would rather face my fears and go out there and do something crazy courageous than wake up 20, 50, 60 years later regretting that I didn't make the move. Like that would
Exactly.
be worse. To me, that would be
Yeah.
worse than not than going to go ahead and making the decision and or not making the decision and then like waking up and then something like bad happened or whatever, if that makes any sense. But I
Yeah.
would rather just go ahead and face my fears now than just face regret later. Because to me, it's like worth it.
Yeah, but then not just that. I mean, what's the best thing that can happen?
Yeah,
You
let's think
know,
positive.
that we forget
Why not?
we forget to think about that. But
I love
what's the
it.
best thing that can happen? We always think about the
Yes.
worst thing, and even the worst thing that can happen. For example, if you're so stuck in a job that you hate and you want to go to another job, what's the worst thing that can happen? You lose your job,
Mm,
yes, but I mean, there are so many other jobs out there, and one may fit better with you. And you
yeah,
know, what if that job makes you happy? What if that job makes you, in the end, more money? What if that job makes you have more time for your family?
yeah,
Instead of sticking with what you know, go after what you
right.
desire. Go after what you want. I mean,
Yes. Take the challenge, people. Take the challenge.
exactly. Chase the
Girl, oh my
challenge.
gosh, this actually reminds me of a story. There was a girl that had reached out to me. This was back in 2013, okay? And she was super unhappy. She really just wanted to get out of her job. She was like, oh my God, I hate it. And that's all she did was complain about it. I was like, all right, girl, no more complaining. It's time to do something. You've got to do something. She didn't do anything. And sooner or later, they let her go. So instead of her taking charge and making a different change, she had to come across change anyway, but not on her own terms. It was on their terms. And then, years later, now in 2020, she sees the same girl sees me doing all these amazing things, traveling the world, creating summits, expanding my network, hanging out with cool people like you, giving out free prizes live on freaking social media, all these things. And then, she's still stuck in that same place. And just like, I'm like, oh my gosh, imagine Winanda, if you said, you had this dream, but you never went for it. Then 10 years later, you saw someone else who was starting out just like you and they reached what they were doing, but you're still stuck. I'm just like, don't let 10 years go by. That's insane.
No,
That's
a lot can
insane.
happen. Like I said before, last year we didn't know that we will be in this situation right now, and that's a year. I mean, can you imagine what can happen in a year? And we're not even talking about 10 years. Like, oh, what could happen in 10 years? And
Yeah.
it's crazy. And I'm young. Like I said, I'm 25, and still, of course, I have this dream. Sometimes I wish I already had everything that I wanted right now, but I also know it doesn't work like that. I have time. I'm young. I can still
Yes.
do whatever I want. And 10 years, especially at my age, is nothing. Like, I have a relationship of 10 years. I got together when I was 15, and those 10 years, I'm like, where have those 10 years gone? And that probably is over 10 years when you look back as well. Where have those years, what have I
Right.
done with it? And if you move forward and chase your dreams, then a lot can happen. But if you stay stuck
Yes.
at the same place 10 years, you will
Right.
regret a lot of things that you haven't done.
Right. Oh no. I was like, oh hell no, I'm not
I
getting
mean,
stuck. Uh-uh.
I don't know the people who are watching now. Well, what if you are, I would say, 35 or 40? In 10 years, you're 50 or 45. That sounds already like, ooh, in that time, you can do a lot. You can do a lot.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I would encourage them, Winanda, you and I, we're going to encourage all the people out there who follow us, who and support us and who are, who are actually out there listening and watching us. And hopefully, we're planting seeds right now. And so
Yeah.
it'll sink in and then they're going to start their amazing journey and transformation. That's what my hope is. I love
Yeah,
hearing
mine
about
too.
people like their stories of transformation and how they're so much different now than they were before. I love that.
Yeah.
And it's like, to me, it's like a sense of adventure. And I love adventure. It's just a part of my natural spirit. And I'm big into adventures. And I'm like, dude, have your own adventure. What do you really want? And that's like the kid in me coming out, like, oh, let's go do this and let's go do that. Like when I hang out with you in Spain next year, Winanda, we're gonna have so much freaking fun.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
it's
I
like I
probably
can't
feel the
wait.
old one then.
Yes, we're going to have our own adventure. So create your own adventure, people. Have fun with life. Yeah, I know life can be hard. It can freaking downright suck, but
Yeah.
there is light at the end of the tunnel. You just got to hope for it. You got to have faith. You got to just push through. And we are here for you. We're here with you. You're not alone. I don't know how many times I have to say this, but you're not alone. We are here. And yeah, we're just, putting out good energy because we know that we're going to get it right back. So it's on a,
Yeah.
it's all good.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And I just want to say that if there is someone out there who needs help, who needs support, who needs that positive energy, then just reach
Yes.
out. Like, I'm not saying it just because otherwise I wouldn't say it. You're not a burden. You're not annoying me. Just really send a message if you need help, or if you just need someone to talk to, or you just need some little bit of motivation to get yourself going, or to get your
Yeah.
butt out of the couch and get, moving.
Yes.
Um, just reach out.
And Winanda's the best. I talk to her a lot and I confide in her because, even as coaches ourselves, we still need coaches. And
Yeah.
so we each other, we encourage each other. When I'm down, I can call Winanda, I can depend on her. So she's real, she's honest, she's a good listener, and she knows I'm here for her too. So, surround yourself with those kinds of people and you can't go wrong.
Exactly. And I believe I wouldn't. Well, I'm just going to do it. Like, we are here for you. Like, yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
And Winanda, we're not just here for them either. We have like 12 other coaches, 14 other coaches that are here for them
yeah.
as well. If you want to check us all out, you need to come this weekend. And I see Wilhelm just made a comment. Will, I see you.
Hello.
Wilhelm is crushing it. He is amazing. And Winanda, if you haven't checked Wilhelm out, you need to check him out. He was actually on my podcast earlier this year. He's crushing it in his business. He's doing amazing things. You need to check him out. People are listening and watching. Check out Wilhelm. Thank you so much for streaming with us, for hanging out with us tonight. And we
Yes,
cannot wait to see you this weekend.
yes,
Yes, party time.
definitely check it out because it's going to be amazing. It's going to be mind blowing. I actually went live earlier yesterday or today. I can't remember the days. I just
You
blah.
go live all the time, Winanda. You
I
go
go
live
live
all
all
the
the time.
time. You're
But
making me look
anyway,
bad.
but no, as I was saying, like, I'm just so grateful that I can be a part of this, and not just because we are going to teach people some stuff to change their lives. I really, uh, I feel like what we are doing over here is creating a community, is creating a tribe, is creating a safe space for people to be able to evolve, for people to be able to move forward in their life. And that's why I love being a part of this so much, because it's not just, here's what you need to do and, figure it out yourself. No, I believe your vision as well for this summit has been to really help people, you know, move forward and change their lives and I just cannot wait to see all the lives change for all the people that will attend, because this is not a quick fix. This is not just a one-time thing. We are going to follow you. We are going to stalk you to
That's
create
good.
a better life, you know.
Yes.
We
Be
really
committed.
want
People. Be
you.
committed. Be
We will
ready.
be committed. Exactly. Yes. And that's why I
Made a
just love it.
difference. Yeah. This is
Yeah.
awesome. All right. Well, Winanda, thank you so much for hanging out with me on my page. Hopefully I can come on your page next time. We can go live again. Maybe we can do that tomorrow. But yeah, congratulations again to Kate Winter for winning that amazing ticket.
Congratulations.
Yeah, she's going to get all kinds of cool stuff. We're going to reach out to her. And for everyone else, make sure you join us on Saturday, December 12th. It's going to start at 10 a.m. Eastern time, and it doesn't end till 5 p.m. Lots of good stuff. We already
Yeah.
posted the lineup of all the speakers, so jump on if you're looking for a specific speaker you want to listen to. Jump on at any time. It's not a big deal. And then those of you who can't make the live, make sure you go ahead and just save your seat anyway, because you're going to get access to all of the videos and bonuses anyway when you can stream on demand afterwards. Okay, so make sure you look out for that. We'll see you guys on Saturday. Cheers.
See you. Bye. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.